Hello, my wonderful first grade friends. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. So, we're going to do another section of our writing today. And I'm going to start it right off with I hope that you made sure to copy this so that you have this on your first page in your book. I don't say, I don't have that, Mrs. Bessinger. I made a copy of it and it was in yesterday's lesson. So go back and make sure that you take a look so that you can see that it's there and you can copy it and you can do the first page. Okay? All right. I'm going to erase that because we don't need it anymore. And I hope that everybody has been having a wonderful day. The weather was beautiful today. It wasn't always sunny, but it was beautiful. All right, we are going to the second page. So you're going to use the second page in your journal, and you are going to create the second page. The first page was, we went to the barn, right? The second page was this one. Remember, the lady had to give us instructions on how to feed the calves before we could actually feed them. Now remember, yesterday I told you to go in and give your picture some more detail. Well, it's kind of tough to put more detail in there. You could put a kitty maybe down in the corner because there was a kitty in the room with us. If you have space, maybe you could put more than one cow. But we have to have some friends in there, and we have to have the lady that was giving us the instruction. And this is the big water bottle that I had that she was holding and telling us about. And this says, the lady telling us how to feed the calves. Okay? So it didn't give a lot of detail. It was just a little bit there, right? Okay. So now we have to write what the lady said to us about feeding the cows. Oh, I'm going to go back and remind you that narrative, a personal narrative, is all about you, right? So far, it doesn't really look like it's about you, but you were here. You went and you went to the dairy farm and you experienced this. So it is about you, even though you're kind of talking about your class. It's about you too. You were there. You experienced it, and it's one of your memories. Okay. So my board is blank now. So now I have to go back and talk about the lady in the calf barn talked to us about what we were supposed to do. So I'm going to start it out. And I would put a number 2 next to your picture, just so you know it's like your second page. I'm going to put a 2 up in my corner. See that tiny little 2 up there? The one we did yesterday, you could put a 1 next to it. So the lady, I'm going to say the lady in the barn what did the lady in the barn do? The lady in the barn explained to us or told us how to feed the calves properly. And did she say use the same bottle for every calf? Do you remember? I do. She said, don't use the same bottle for every calf. Come back and get a clean one, right? She did. The lady in the barn told us how to feed the calves. Now I'm going to write this, and then remember yesterday I wrote it and then I took a picture of it and I put it in so you can copy it. You can copy it word for word, just like when I write on the whiteboard at school. You can copy it word for word so that this is what you have on your paper. Okay? So it should look just like mine unless you decide to be very creative on your own and make it your own, but it still has to be about the dairy farm so that we're all working on the same thing. That way I don't have to go back and forth and say, oh, let's see, Joseph wants me to work on the spider that he put in the microwave, and Shilea wants me to work on her dog or her birds or whatever. I can't do that. We're all working on the same exact subject, and that's going to the dairy farm, okay? So the lady in the barn told us how to feed the calves. When you are talking about more than one calf, they are called calves, and you say CALVES. So it's plural, it's more than one calf. It might be 2, it might be 3, it might be a lot more than that. So calves, okay? The lady in the barn told us how to feed the calves. She showed us the bottle. Was it just a little baby bottle? No, it was a very big baby bottle. So I'm describing the bottle. It's not just any old bottle, but a very big bottle. The very big, I'm going to say a baby bottle, because are there other kinds of bottles? There are, and we need to know it was a baby, like a big, big baby bottle. And if I say very big, does that kind of help you visualize what that bottle looked like or remember what that bottle looked like? Okay, the lady in the barn told us how to feed the calves. She showed us the very big bottle. We fed the calves should we call them baby calves? Because they were pretty baby-like, weren't they? They were drinking from a bottle. The baby calves, and that describes the calves. Only water, so that we know that we didn't give them anything more than water. Now maybe if you drew the kitten or cat in your picture, maybe you want to say something about the fact that there was a cat in the calf barn. All right. The lady in the barn told us how to feed the calves. She showed us the very big bottle. We fed the baby calves only water. You see that? Not a ton of writing, but it's 3 sentences. It's only 3 sentences. That's not a ton of writing. I know for first grade it's a lot of writing, but it's not a ton. It's not like you can't handle it. Okay? So then you have your second page. So second page, first page, second page. Remember I put the 2 up here so that you can copy it, draw your picture so that it looks beautiful. You may color it. And tomorrow we will go on to the next page, and on Thursday we will finish your piece of writing. Okay? Please enjoy this. It should be fun, and I will see you again the next time. Bye.